our second Q&A. You guys seem to really like the first one, so we're glad you guys all wanted to have a second one. We're just going to go ahead and start with the Instagram questions. So we're going to start with MellyJoe13, and they're asking what our favorite video is. Anybody want to answer?
24 Hours Baby Home Alone.
I like that one too. Alyssa?
The birthday party videos. My birthday party.
And you?
I like the Twins Gone Wild in the bathroom. A lot of you probably haven't seen that because it's not a real popular one, but it's a really funny one.
Video where I killed a moth.
Oh, it's a video that we haven't put on YouTube yet. Where he caught a moth. Okay. And the same person asks, how often do we go out with the kids? I'm not sure what you mean by go out with the kids, but we go out every day. We leave the house. We don't ever really stay at home. So, have you got a favorite TV show? The kids like what?
Maybe.
Aquanauts?
That's a baby movie.
Oh, that's a baby one.
Maybe. I don't like a movie. I like games. Maybe Mario.
Okay. So I think Michael's favorite TV show is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Sophia the First. He really likes those shows. And Michael's sleepy right now. He's ready for his nap. Anyway, and the shows that we like, I like Big Brother and Survivor and The Bachelor, and I like reality TV a lot. Amazing Race.
Sports Center, that's all I watch.
Yeah, what?
I like How to Train Your Dragon too.
How to Train Your Dragon, so that's a movie also.
I'm not sure.
So, Larry Stylinson, okay, asks, what are the kids allergic to? And the answer is nothing. And also, what's our names? I'm Christine, that's Matt. We answered that in the first Q&A, but we'll answer it again today. And Andre Prescott asked, who won the Charmaizing Giveaway? Actually, a handful of people won. We picked like 7 winners, and only 2 of them wrote back to us to give us their address. So that's why this morning I actually picked 2 more winners. So we're hoping that some of you guys will get back to us on that. And also how I did pick some of the winners. After I used the random website to pick the winners, I went through and I picked other winners. I checked out your channel and I looked at who had liked our videos. So if your channel shows that you've liked a video, I was like, okay, if you've liked a bunch of our videos, I'll pick you. So I'm just kind of trying to find more and more winners until somebody finally writes us back. Okay. Let's see. 2 people asked the same question. They both ask us what made us start our YouTube and do we have inspiration. So I guess I'll answer that question. I guess. Okay. So
I think we answered that in the first one.
Did we answer that already?
Yeah.
Maybe we did. Okay, so check out the first Q&A. Then I'll give the short version. Our YouTube channel started with the twins putting themselves to bed. Our first ever YouTube video, it went viral, and that's how the channel started. You like that one? XXEJXX asks, why did we decide to call our YouTube channel Familyfunpack? And I just was deciding to make a YouTube thing so I could like upload videos. This is before I really even knew what YouTube really was. And I was just thinking of names and it just kind of came to me. So I was like, hey, that's kind of catchy, that's cool. And so I just went with it.
I know why.
Why?
Because it's a family and we always have fun.
That's true.
Amazing
Star.
I remember that song. Familyfunpack.
Yeah, that's our new jingle. When did Alyssa get her ears pierced? Amazing Star HW wants to know.
I'm not sure.
When you were 6.
Oh yeah.
There's a video for that too.
Yep, there's a video that shows her getting her ears pierced. That's right. Megatron C11, are we going to VidCon? I think we cannot go because we're going to be on a different vacation when it's going on. Otherwise we would. Let's see. What grade are you guys and how old are you? Everybody answer that.
First grade, 7, and I'm 5.
What grade are you guys in?
And preschool.
You're in preschool. Yeah. What else? Alyssa, did you answer that?
No, not yet. I'm in 3rd grade and I'm 8.
Good. Okay. We're gonna go to the Facebook questions for a moment. Sandy Randall Van Riet says, did you ever get angry and raise your voice? And 4 people liked her question, so I guess a lot of people want to know that. Do we ever get angry? Yes. I think I answered this in the last video. I get angry when the house is messy. I like it clean. What?
I need water.
Oh, Zach needs water. Okay, go get some water quickly. I think the answer is yes. We're not perfect. Amy Lee, what are your kids' individual talents and characteristics that make them stand out from their siblings? Do you want to answer it?
I think we answered that one, but we could do that again. Alyssa's as her school teacher described her as like one of the most respectful students he'd ever had in 25 years of teaching. So she listens really well. She's very helpful. She hardly ever gets in trouble. And she's very musical. And David, he's like the physical leader of the family. Show me your muscles, buddy. He was the first one who learned to swing, the first one who learned to ride a bike.
First one to learn to tie his shoes.
That's it. So he's kind of a big brother, good example. He goes to bed every night like we ask him to. So
he always listens at night. He always goes to bed on time.
And Zach's the prankster. Zach and Chris are both pranksters. And Chris is the neediest. He loves to have our attention. Any reason he can think of to get our attention. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
You love Mommy Daddy. Give me 5. And Michael, need we say more about him because he's like the cutest baby ever. Right, Michael?
We all love Michael. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Thank
Thank
you. Vin Diesel. Benetton says, do you remember me from YouTube? I commented on your Dennis the Menace park video. It's a good park video if you haven't seen it. And yes, we do remember you. Chantel Michelle Tuttle says, Mom and Dad, what are your favorite things about each other? Okay.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, nice. Want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. I think that I think he's really hardworking and patient. I think he's like overly patient, which is good. Because if he wasn't, we wouldn't have as happy of a family. He's talented, he's funny, he's musical. I love that he speaks Spanish. There's a lot of things. He's good at researching things. A lot of the cool stuff we're able to do on vacations and stuff are because he's willing to research it. He finds us good places to live, like just everything. He's good at a lot of stuff.
Well, since Christine's perfect, there's not a whole lot to say about besides that she's beautiful, she's musical, so that was something that was important to me as a musician. And that she spoke Spanish as well. And I don't know, we have common, political views, child raising views. We just have a lot of commonalities. When we first got married, we played basketball every single day for at least a year or two. So that's something that's been fun too.
Yeah, we love basketball. What?
Do you know I love David? He's super strong.
Why don't you tell everyone what David did for you the other day, Chris?
He carried me when I broke my leg.
He didn't exactly break his leg.
My right leg.
Chris hurt his foot. He jumped off the stairs, which he was told not to do, but David encouraged him to jump. And then Chris didn't land on the pillow that David had set there, and then he hurt his foot. But then David was so nice, he was carrying Chris, so Chris wouldn't have to walk when he hurt his foot. That's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how I love him? He ties his shoes good, and he helps me.
Yeah. She says, Alyssa, if you could meet anybody, past or present, who would you want to meet?
Like give me an example of like who or something.
Oh, anybody like a relative or a famous person?
We'll come back to you on that. Think
about it.
Okay.
David, where in the world would you most like to visit?
England.
England. That's a good one. That's where Chloe lives. Zach, what's your favorite part of Disneyland?
Big Thunder Mountain. No,
Big Thunder Mountain.
My favorite one is a VY.
Chris, what costume do you like to dress up in the most?
I think Green Lantern. I don't
Green
know.
Lantern? Okay. Do your kids go to Christian school? Savannah Bindig asks that. No, they go to public school. Anna Maria asks, what's your favorite meal to make? Matt, do you want to answer that?
Favorite meal to make? I like to make quesadillas because they're easy to make.
He's good at making them too.
I just put beans, kidney beans or pinto beans in a
Hold on. You gotta
crock pot, let them cook all day, and then throw tortilla in the frying pan, put beans on it, melt cheese on it.
Okay, Shrook Ahmed asks, David, if anyone gave you a present, what would you want it to be?
A real life dog.
A real life dog. Alyssa, do you like Egypt?
Yeah, sorta.
She's never been there, so it's hard to know if she likes it. Were you guys, Zach and Chris, were you guys scared when you first went to preschool?
No.
Good. Okay. And let's see. Potty training tips. Anna Maria wants to know that. We will have a video on potty training coming soon, so we'll answer that in our video. Do we use timeouts? Yes, we do. We have the timeout corner. It's just right over there. And they go
Someone
in.
made a joke once when we went from 2 to 4 kids that we had to switch to zone defense because we're outnumbered. So yes, we do use timeout.
She says, do we receive criticism from other adults in public about the way we parent or anything, I guess? And if so, how do we handle it? Like if the kids are having a meltdown in the store, if they don't get something, do people make smug remarks, etc.? So,
yeah, we've heard everything, even when our kids aren't misbehaving, just because we have a lot of kids that's like not the normal thing anymore, so.
We generally don't say anything rude to them unless someone says something really rude to us, then I might say something a little smart back to them, but not usually. I think one lady came by when one of our kids was crying and sick or something and said something really rude, and I think Matt was like, have you never seen a kid before or something? Because she was just being really rude. So this one's from Suhana Santos. She says, dear parents, this is a question for you both. Is that the same way you lead your life every day as we watch in your videos? If so, give us some tips or suggestions how to manage life in a peaceful manner like you people. She's very much impressed and she sends her love. So, yeah, this is pretty much our life. I mean, it's how it is.
Yeah, if anyone thinks it's easy because everything seems happy all the time, it's definitely not easy. Those who have children know that. So it is a lot of work. There is a lot of us enforcing rules and expectations, and especially with the twins, with procedures and everything. So it's definitely a lot of hard work. So,
Yeah.
But we like to highlight all the fun stuff the best because that's our goal, is to be happy and help others be happy.
Zaret El Emin says, have we ever seen Super Nanny Joe Frost before? Yes, we have. I like her. Chris. Katya Al Tawil, okay, says, what subject do you teach in school?
I teach high school math.
Good. Okay, Salma Sylvia says, Zach, who do you love the most, mom or dad?
One, and here's my cute rat.
See?
And this
He's
falls
eating a lot
down,
more
and I
pizza
can bring it back up.
Okay, anybody else want to answer?
And I got it from a fan.
Okay, Shrook Ahmed also wanted to know, what do we think of Muslims?
Well, I know as a school teacher, all of the ones I've had who were my students were very respectful, and they were all high-performing students, and they're a pleasure to have as students. So.
Yeah. Okay, Claire Grant says, Alyssa, do you have a favorite brother?
Probably Mikey.
That's a good answer. David, what do you love in school? What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Zach, what's your favorite food?
Macaroni.
And Chris, what's your favorite thing to do at home? Dad. Okay, Angela Pine. Alyssa, how do you find life having 4 brothers?
Well, I kind of like it, but I would also like a sister.
Yeah.
A big sister.
And what do you guys want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a helicopter driver.
Okay.
I want to be a police.
A police? Chris?
I want to
Hold on, Alyssa. What? Army? Okay, and Alyssa?
like a piano or a clarinet teacher because that's what I play.
Okay. Tori Durham wants to know, where's our new house? Sorry, Tori, we cannot say it. However, you will see our new house in some videos coming up. She also says, do we like Broadway musicals? And that is definitely yes. And she wants to know what our favorite musical is. What do you think?
I've seen Showboat and Grease and Phantom of the Opera all in New York on Broadway, and they were all spectacular.
I love The Music Man a lot.
I like Guys and Dolls. All the Andrew Lloyd Webber ones, those are all good. I don't know.
There's too many to name them all.
Yeah, too
She
many.
also says, if you could create your own set of pencil crayons, what colors would you use? So what colors would you create?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What colors will
Do
be?
you have one?
Green and blue.
Green and blue?
I have green and red.
Okay. Carly Derby says, what's your favorite Disney movie? Who can answer that one? One person. Okay,
I know.
Chris.
It's maybe
David, what's yours?
Tarzan.
Okay, Tarzan. Alyssa, who's your favorite Disney princess?
Oh,
that's a good one.
probably Rapunzel and Jasmine.
Okay. Lior Moyal says, are we thinking of coming to Israel? I wish we could go to
Yes.
Israel. We have some nice friends that live there. And are we thinking of having another child? Of course we're thinking about it. Let's see, Bridget Brammer. When you all go for a walk, do the kids enjoy it more by bike or walking, and does Kona join in? The kids love to ride bikes when we go on walks, and yes, Kona always joins in. Bozidara Atan Asova, who is actually one of the winners of our Charmaizing Giveaway, asks, would Alyssa want to be friends with her online? Alyssa?
What's that?
Alyssa doesn't have any
When our
online
children are
presence.
older.
Yeah. So maybe when she's older. And also she wants to know, do we move into our new house? No, this is our old house. And do we want to live in another country? And what country? I think I just like living here, but I would love to visit other countries.
Like Hawaii?
That's another state, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Mine?
It seems like another country.
Heather Knight asks, who is our favorite sibling to mom and dad? That's a loaded question. I'll say my favorite sibling is the one that spends the most time with me. That would be my sister, Heather.
I don't have a favorite sibling. They're both great, and they're just different.
Yeah. Felicity Eve, Mr. and Mrs. Funpack, who's the most thoughtful of the kids?
Chris picks flowers for mommy. They all do
That's
nice
true.
things, so I don't know that any of them are more thoughtful.
Yeah.
Do you know why I like Daddy?
Why is that?
It's because he gives me tomatoes, and that's my favorite food.
Yeah. Let's see. How do we teach our kids to be nice to each other?
Well, for example, if Dave and Alyssa start to argue about something, or if one of them calls the other one dumb or something rude like that, then they have to say 3 nice things to the other person. And usually they're heated for a minute or two, and once they calm down, they'll be able to come in and pretty easily say nice things and apologize. And so they get tired of having to say 3 or 4 nice things, and so they start to find that it's easier to just be nice.
Yeah. Andre Tordecayon asks if we would ever send our fans a gift, and will we ever go to our fans' house? The answer is yes, and yes. We have sent gifts to our fans, and we have gone to our fans' houses more than once. Becky Cundy, would you ever homeschool your kids? And we have considered it. We considered it before we put Alyssa in school, but then we had the twins, so that kind of changed things because I knew I wouldn't be able to homeschool when I had 3 kids younger than her that were so close in age that required a lot of attention.
We went
So.
to one of our friends' house yesterday.
Yep, we did. Alyssa, how do you feel about having all brothers and no sisters? Manjeet Bandal asks that.
I think it was the same answer as the other question. Like
Yeah,
it.
it was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary Kianyere says, Alyssa, you're so beautiful. What's your favorite hair bow?
The big ones and the colorful ones.
Like
Bigger,
multiple
yes, the
colors
big ones
or
are
one
pretty.
color?
Multiple colors.
Okay.
David, what's your favorite thing about the twins?
Come on, buddy.
I'm not really sure.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They play cards with you.
Chris, what do you like? And Zach, what do you guys like about having a twin?
I like that having a twin. Love him because he plays cards.
You love him?
Chris,
Yeah.
what do you love
Because
about
he plays
that?
I wish we could have 100, 80, 30, 90,000 twins.
Oh, that'd be one giant party.
Manjeet also says, how do we tell the twins apart? I think I answered this in the last video, but I feel like they've looked different ever since they've been born. I can tell them from the backs of their heads.
Oh.
I can tell them from their voices. They just
And
look a
can
little
tell.
different.
those who've watched your channel a lot can tell them apart, so.
I feel like for me, it almost is something about right here on their head, because I notice when I'm looking in the rearview mirror in the car, when the TV screen is covering their heads like this, and all I can see is their face, I actually think they look a lot more alike. But somehow about when I see the tops of their heads, I can tell who they are more.
I can tell the twins apart because, like, when we were leaving our house, they wore different shoes.
Oh, wow.
Or something.
Alejandra Barbosa asks, what do the kids think about being watched by all these strangers? All these people watching you guys on YouTube. What do you guys think about it?
I think it's kind of fun.
Matt, have you ever eaten dulce de leche? And do you miss it?
And do I miss it? Yes, I have, and yes, I was, when I lived in Argentina, instead of seeing like 20 brands of peanut butter, there'd be like 20 brands of dulce de leche.
She's
And-
from...
and
Oh, go ahead.
she's from Argentina?
No, Uruguay.
Oh, Uruguay, okay. No, it's great. Like at McDonald's down there, they don't have maple syrup. They put the dulce de leche on los panqueques.
Yeah.
Sabe bien riquísimo.
Let's see. Cindy Wilson also asked, how do we tell the twins apart? Sophia Nicole says, Alyssa, what do you want to be when you grow up? I think you already said that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Let's see. Jesse James Sason, if we had another baby girl, what would it be? And if we had a boy, what would we name it? Sorry, what would we name it if we had a girl?
If it was a boy,
What?
then I would name it Surfer Dave.
I don't know what we would name it. That's a hard question because it's hard to pick names. So I don't know. Emma or something random. I don't know. Okay, Jess Trexler, what was your favorite vacation as a family? What, Chris?
When we go to Disneyland with not our mom and dad, we go with our auntie.
Chris and Zach's favorite vacation was when my parents and my sister
My
took them to
favorite-
Disneyland by themselves.
My favorite vacation, Utah.
Utah? And what about you?
My favorite vacation was when we were at Disneyland, and I was so scared to go on Tower of Terror
Yeah.
because everybody else wanted to go on.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I was like, I want to go on that again.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And
Shannon Clifford, are you ever going to come to England? I wish we could. I think it would be fun. Kai Blakeway, if you could travel anywhere, where would you travel?
to Hawaii?
Hawaii's a fun place.
I want to go to Thailand. I've seen that on TV. That looks nice.
I
but-
will go to or
Fiji
Brazil.
sounds cool too. Or Australia, or New Zealand.
I want to go down to Peru and
Or maybe
Bolivia,
everywhere.
Brazil.
Chile.
Lynn Ling, another one, asks, will the twins be sharing a room in the new house? The answer is yes.
What?
Somebody else, I can't read their name, says, are we thinking about coming to China? That's another place that we'd like to visit. Someone named Hi says, how much time do your videos take to upload and what kind of camera do we use? And we use our iPhone a lot to record, and they can take a long time to upload if they're a long video, so that just kind of depends on the video. Lanush Jamil, what are your favorite shirts to wear? Zach and Chris, what's your favorite shirt?
Mine is my auntie's shirt.
Your auntie shirt?
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite shirt? What about your Pikachu shirt?
Actually, I like my Pikachu. I like my
Yeah.
Pikachu shirt and my auntie's shirt.
Let's see here. Imran Boo says, does Kona still have her puppies? The answer is no. The puppies went to live with their forever families when they were old enough. That was last year.
Well, we still visit them.
Yeah, we do still visit the puppies though. Trisha Santagilo, hopefully I said that right. Do we receive sponsorships from different companies? I see your family has a lot of Step 2 products, and I wondered, since they're pricey, how we afford them on a teacher's salary. That's a good question. We are sponsored by a few different companies actually right now. So at the time of recording this, our channel is, I believe, number 17 most watched channel in the world. So we do have a few companies that have given us toys to review. Caitlin James says, why and how did we pick each child's name? They are all so different from each other. Well, I think I picked Alyssa's name before I was even married. I just loved the name, and I just always wanted a daughter named Alyssa. And Matt and I both liked the name David. It was a name that I always liked. And believe it or not, how I liked the name David was in the Babysitter Club books that I used to read when I was a kid, when I was like 12. There was a character, David Michael, was the little brother of one of the characters, and I just always liked that.
Like me and him.
Yeah. So anyway, about the names, I think that all the names are pretty much traditional names, so they're not hard for anyone to spell or, pronounce. They're traditional for where we live. So, Trish Neal, would you ever sell bracelets or shirts or something? Actually, Alyssa has talked about wanting to start a jewelry company. Haven't you, Alyssa?
Yeah.
She would love to design jewelry.
I want to start a coloring thing.
A coloring business?
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. Princess Middle says, which of the twins was born first? I think is what she's asking, and that's Zach. Timothy says, Zach, what letter is your favorite letter?
C.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm.
David, what's your favorite sport?
Soccer, and I used to play basketball.
Okay. Alyssa, if you could teach a grade in school, what grade would it be?
Grade in school. Probably the grade I'm in now, 3rd grade.
That's a good one. Leanne Mahase says, does anyone in the family ever get the twins mixed up? Well, we call them the wrong name only if they're running away. I do. Like if I can't see them, I'm very close.
When they're playing in the toy room, sometimes back face the, where do you go in? I can't tell them apart, so I'm like, or when they have like a face mask on, I'm like, hey Zach, help me fight Chris. Zach, help me fight Chris. Or it's Chris. And
Yeah.
Zach.
Play, fight, not fight.
Yeah.
And we dress them the same all the time, so yeah, we need to see their faces.
They like to dress the same, I think. Don't you
do.
guys?
Yeah. How would they put different socks on?
They do have different socks on. Okay, and then they said, oh, and I was going to say my dad sometimes mixes the twins up, though.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Pretty
Often.
Yeah.
Someone says, I'm not going to answer that one, actually. Chris, Chloe McDonald, what's your favorite food, Chris?
Perfect. I meant tomatoes.
Tomatoes and parfaits. Zach, what kind of cake do you like?
Carrot cake.
Yeah. Alyssa, do you like gummy worms?
Yeah.
David, how old are you?
7.
Good. Lynn Ling, have we ever traveled abroad together? The answer is no. And do we ever travel by plane? And the answer is we have, but we don't really prefer to.
Me and Daddy.
One of us is a little bit scared of planes.
That's not me. Not me.
Stop. Sorry, there's a fly in here and the twins are like going crazy. Okay.
Me and Daddy went only both of us date on a plane.
Mhm.
Only me and Daddy. Nobody
Lily
else. It was so
Rasta-
manly, right?
It was manly. That's it.
Lily asks, when was the first time we went to Disneyland? And well, it was like when I was a little kid, and we've taken all the kids as babies, so they've all been when they were little. Tori Durham says, what kind of fruit will we put in a fruit salad? Alyssa, you say it.
Oh, what was the question?
What kind of fruit would you put in a fruit salad? Okay,
We'll
Daddy,
come
you want to
back with
answer it? Okay.
I don't know. Bananas, grapes, strawberries. I really like blueberries.
Yeah.
Maybe strawberries and blueberries.
Chelsea Smith, do the kids have chores? What kind of chores?
Cleaning up the house and
Cleaning the
making
toilet.
our bed.
Okay, Alex Miller. And they clean up the house. They help clean up around the house, doing the bathrooms, and they do whatever we ask them
Help
to do.
pack.
Yeah. Alex Miller, what's the best thing you've done in your life so far? Do you want to answer that?
Get married and have children.
Go to Disneyland.
Yeah. Okay. I would second that. Let's see here. Nancy Michelle, what kind of music do your children like and listen to? Do you want to answer that, Matt?
Me.
Go ahead.
Michael Jackson music. It's a guitar.
Oh, they like, this is a song, this is their favorite song. It is,
I feel like Happy from Sibling. I love that song.
that's their favorite song.
But
Okay.
they don't really listen to. We don't listen to the radio.
No, we don't.
They watch a lot of Disney movies and they sing the songs from those.
Like Frozen.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Chloe Sim says, what is your favorite Disneyland ride?
Me.
What?
It's Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain?
My favorite is Madison.
Thunder.
My favorite one.
Go ahead, Alyssa.
Mine's Screamin', like the scariest
That's a good
ride
ride.
there, and I can ride.
Oh, I know what Michael's is. Who knows what his is?
Small World. Me.
Say it.
Small World. He
Yeah.
likes. Oh, I was very second.
Uh-huh.
He likes
And what's
the
your
Super
favorite?
ride.
Yep.
But he likes Puma too.
Yeah.
He likes Small World. But I like Puma.
Okay.
He even has a super blanket.
Pearly Dawn says, how do we handle the kids when they're making a mess? Or how do we always stay calm? And I think we've kind of answered that a little bit. If they make a mess or trash the house, we ask them to help clean it up. Zach and Chris, do you like being on YouTube?
Yeah.
Sorry, the comments keep hiding for some reason. Okay. And let's see. What's your favorite subject in school, Alyssa?
Definitely music and art.
Good. Okay, I think that's all the Facebook questions, and I'm sorry if we didn't get any of them. And then we're gonna go to some more Instagram questions now. Here's one more I forgot about. Nate Have Shush says, is it better to have one child or more children? And they're afraid having a lot of kids is a headache. And I would say that's definitely not how we feel. We definitely like having lots of kids. I think it definitely makes us a lot happier. If I only had one kid by choice, I would be like sad,
Yeah.
I think.
And the other
If we
thing
only
is,
had one kid, then Familyfunpack would be really boring.
you're right.
And Matt, what were you going to say?
Oh, I don't know. And us having our kids close together, that was a choice also, which I think works out well because the kids are, even though they're, David's close to twins age, so there's a little bit of tension sometimes, they're also great friends. So.
Okay, so Ray Brown 22 says, what does the future hold for Alyssa, and does she babysit yet? Alyssa's not old enough to babysit because she's only 8. And I think her future holds a lot. I think she's going to be a good musician, and she's got a lot of talented areas of her life, so she's got a lot going for her. Judy Yasin says, can you ever visit North Carolina? and tells us we make the best videos. And I'm sure we will visit North Carolina one of these days, because why not? It sounds fun. Photo Voyage asks how old and what grade the kids are, and we did already ask that. Reem Watari says, what instruments do you play, Alyssa?
Piano and clarinet.
Yeah. Richardson XOX wants to know what your favorite food or toy is. Does anyone want to answer that?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the little fake saw.
A fake saw. Okay, Alyssa,
okay.
what's yours?
My Barbie dolls.
Okay, Alyssa just got into Barbies. And Maddie B
favorite-
raps. What?
My favorite toy is the Rubik's Cube.
Oh, the Rubik's Cube he just got. What's your favorite book to read? Is Maddie Rap's
Ooh.
question.
Mighty Robot.
Okay, and Alyssa?
The new books that we got from the fans, like Larry Gets Lost in Boston, those are my new favorites.
Oh, those are good books. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're cute. I like it.
And what was the blueberry one? Jamberry. Or no?
Jamberry. Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
From Tori.
My second favorite book is Lizzie's First Day of School.
Oh, that's a good one too.
You want to
That's
say
a good
something,
one.
Chris? Chris, what do you want to say?
Lesson book is David.
That's a good book. Lady Dogs 14. How do your kids get along so well? And I don't know the answer. That's just how they are. They like each other's company. I think it's a good and a bad thing sometimes that they're so close together in age. Sometimes it's a good thing because they have someone so close to play with, but then sometimes it's a bad thing because there's someone so close in age that it's easy to fight with them. So, let's see. What food, Maddie Raps wants to also know, what food do you not like? Is there a food you don't like to eat?
I do not like tomatoes or
What,
lettuce.
Chris?
It's vinegar.
Vinegar. Alyssa, what's yours?
I don't like tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Pink Bows. Do you guys like spicy food? Yes or no?
I like spicy pepperonis. I like.
We're from California, so when we buy hot sauce, we buy the mild.
I like spicy tacos. I like pepperoni flour.
But I grew up in Texas, so I did eat a lot of spicy salsa growing up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. XOXO Olivia 123. Are you guys gonna keep filming when Michael gets to the twins age? Yes. Definitely. Dancer Silva, what are your guys' favorite videos to film and why? Well, I do most of the filming, so I would say the videos that are easy to edit are my favorite to film.
I like to do 24-hour videos,
Yeah.
like on a rainy day.
Country Princess 102, what's it like having 4 boys so close together? I would say the 3 boys are the close together ones because Michael's a little further apart. But I think it's fun. Overall, it's pretty fun and exciting to have them so close together. I love to see the 3 of them walking around just like best friends.
Oh yeah, it's funny how many times people ask if we have triplets. Then we've had people ask if we have quadruplets.
Yeah.
And I think even one time, when maybe they couldn't see Michael, they asked if all 5 were the same age.
Some people don't think before they
Seriously?
ask, I think. Okay, let's see. Dancer Silva also says, Alyssa, do kids at school see you on YouTube and ask about it all the time?
A lot of kids in my class watch our YouTube channel.
They do. Her class loves our channel, I think. I brought Michael to school once, and these kids were just running over to Michael. They were so excited to see him, and it was so cute.
There's one person in my class named Alejandro who watches our videos.
Yeah. D. McNeil says, muscles, that's Michael's thing. She loves us and can't find enough time in the day to tell you. Thank you, Dee. Liliana Amez says, kids, what's your favorite store to shop for toys?
That would be...
What's your favorite store?
It's Costco because they have little things and there's food on it. I like Costco.
But they're asking what you like to buy. What store do you like to buy toys at?
I like to buy...
Say it, Lisa.
I like to Toys R Us. My favorite is to buy toys at Costco
Okay.
because they have the little cars.
Okay. H Heart 0226 says, what do we watch on YouTube? What do we watch on YouTube?
I usually watch the Kim vlog. watch car video. That's the
I watch the costume videos.
So we pretty much watch our own YouTube videos.
How to fix toilets. things
Yeah,
like
we look
that.
up things we need to know.
Yeah.
How to unclog the toilet, how to do things, yeah. We don't have a lot of time to watch other YouTube videos, really. And since I don't know what the content's going to be on a lot of other videos, I don't allow the kids to just watch whatever they want. So the only channel I allow them to watch freely is ours, because I know it's always safe. PRLY8LYDWN says, why are you so calm? What's in your mind? You're so kind, and you never shout at them, and so how are we so calm? And I think it's just easier to just stay calm because there's not a point in always yelling and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Raising your voice just makes the kids want to raise their voice more, so it becomes like a shouting match. So you just talk to them in a matter-of-fact voice until they calm down, and then you talk through with them what their behavior was, what their behavior should have been. And anyway,
Yeah. Peep7423, do you ever get overwhelmed with all the kids you have? And do you want more kids? How old are they? So I think we've answered how old they are. Do we get overwhelmed? The only time I ever get overwhelmed is if the kids aren't behaving well, and if they're fighting or they're doing things they shouldn't be doing, or if they're just making one mess after another and I'm trying to do something else at that time. That's when it can be overwhelming, is if I just feel like I'm behind. That's why I try to keep the house clean, because if I keep it clean and everything's organized, I feel like I'm on top of things and I'm able to cope with all of it. So that's how it is for me. Cynthia O says, what's the best place you guys love to visit on vacations? Who wants to answer? What's the best place to go?
Disneyland.
Disneyland, I think so too. Caro Resh 99 says, what do you expect from your new house? I expect to have a lot of fun.
I expect that I can get my own room that's as big as 16 houses.
oh wow.
That's how much I want a big
We're
room.
not gonna live in a castle.
Unfortunately, David's not going to have his own room
I
in the
think
new
he's
house.
going to be sharing, so
Yeah.
it's just a place to live, you know. We want to.
Yeah. What's your, actually, will you carry on for YouTubing, and if so, how long? Pooh Bear is my friend. That's their name. That's a cute name, huh, Chris? Chris likes Pooh Bear. Yes, I plan on doing it. I like carrying on with YouTube because it's also a way to preserve my memories. So if you lose your computer hard drive, at least you know you've got a backup of it on YouTube. Not So Easy Being Short says, Zach and Chris, I love Familyfunpack so much. It's the only channel I watch. My question is, what's the best thing about being an identical twin? What do you like the most about being identical twins?
That you can't tell them apart.
No, you can't tell them apart.
What do you think? Is that what you like?
Well, you guys, because I can't tell what is.
Because you can trick them?
Do you guys ever trick your teachers at preschool so they don't know?
Yeah, we trick them.
You trick them.
The teachers at the preschool told me that Zach and Chris, they were telling them apart by their shoes. And don't touch your nose.
But they already know now.
Do they know you apart? And so Zach and Chris told me the next day that they were planning on wearing the same shoes so they could purposely trick the teachers, and the teachers wouldn't know who they were, because whenever I dropped them off, they just take note of who I said goodbye to, and they were like, oh, Chris has the black shoes today, so that's how they know who was who.
Well, now they know who sweats now.
Okay. Riley Kate 05, what's your favorite thing about having a brother? A baby brother? Alyssa?
What's my favorite thing about having a brother?
He doesn't cry very often. He's almost always in a good mood.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm answering for her.
I think
What else
anyone can
did I
answer
say?
that one. Does anyone else want to answer?
Think of anything else.
I think the kids love watching Michael. I think they were all so close in age, they didn't get to really see what it was like to have a baby around. And now that they were older, because when we had Alyssa, she was 3, so it was all like baby, 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 baby. So for now, it's like these ones are a little older and they can actually see what it's actually like to have a baby around. So I think they found it kind of interesting to watch Michael learn and grow, and they get all excited when he says a word for the first time and everything. So DINC95, are we Christians? Love from Portugal. Yes, we are Christians. Andrea Rosit says, which room is going to be your favorite in the new house?
I would say the master.
The master bedroom?
Yeah, the biggest one.
It's not the biggest
That's
room.
not the biggest room.
The
Yeah.
toy room is going to be bigger than our current toy room.
Yeah.
Everything else probably about the same. So that'll be kind
I
of
think
nice.
my favorite room is going to be the downstairs area because in our house now, our dining room is separated out from the family room area. And in our new house, it's going to be the kitchen table is going to be in where we eat and watch TV and hang out. So I'm going to love that room because we can be even more as a family there than we can here. So, Tammy, Anika, Alyssa, what singers do you look up to? Like, who's your favorite singer or what one do you like to look up to?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Or
know.
what music do you like me to play in the car? Or
Like, sometimes I like country music.
Okay, she likes country. Okay, Ninja Tomboy, do you have a favorite season? Do they not have a favorite season? Summer, winter, spring, or fall? Summer. Okay. Joanne, 3249.
Summer reminds me of Olaf.
Yeah. Do you guys like doing videos?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and do you fight often? I would say not really.
We get along most of the time.
Yeah. Dazzer ZZZ says, could you do a routine of the kids morning and night? And yeah, we do plan to do a video about that.
I think we did.
Abby, yeah, Brocker, do you like giving your children chocolate or would you rather give them vegetables?
Vegetables.
Yeah, we do like vegetables. The kids would probably like to have more sweets than we give them, but believe it or not, we are a family that I would say rarely, if ever, has dessert. We usually eat dinner for the kids and then they go to bed. They aren't kids that get dessert on a regular basis. If we do give them ice cream, it's usually going to be like if we've gone out to get it, we'll just go out and get a single serving and that will be like the dessert. But it's usually no more than once a week that they get that, maybe twice a month at the most, you know.
And if they do get a treat when we're out, it'll be like at McDonald's, the parfait, which is actually yogurt.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
Strawberries.
We'll
so-
get them yogurt instead of ice cream.
Yeah.
That's true. Can we come up? Lily Smith Rock says, where did we come up with the names Alyssa, David, Zach, Chris, and Michael? And we sort of touched on that earlier. With Zach and Chris, we went over and over the names. It was really hard to figure out their names. I like Chris's name now because it's like my name. Right, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Yep, that's why his name's cool. Although that's not why we initially picked that name. We just liked it. And we debated over having the twins' names match, and then we just decided to go with non-matching names for them. And I think they look like their name ever since we named them that. And then with Michael, I have a sibling named Michael, and that kind of helped us learn to like that name. And then Alyssa has a friend at school whose name was Steven, and he had a little brother named Michael. And I remember seeing them playing, and he said to his brother, "Come here, Mikey," to his little brother. And I thought that was so cute. So I started to like that name even more. Whoops.
Yeah.
So, and I think Michael looks like a Michael. Huh. Yes. Dory NNN says, will you guys ever consider going to Singapore? Of course we will. I want to travel the whole world, so yes. Let's see. Omar almost said, where have we been on our favorite vacation? I think we answered that. Vinag Jaya says, what is your hobbies?
Mine is playing soccer. Art.
Okay. If we could travel around the whole world, would we want to do it? Basically, JH love b-ball. Yes, we would love to do it, and we would go anywhere we could.
I would like to go.
When the kids are
all the
older,
way-
that is.
I would like to go all the way on the other side of the world.
Yeah. Caleb Brown, how many states have we all been to together? I don't know. We've been to a lot of states, so a lot of them.
Just,
Stream
yeah.
226, Zach and Chris, who's taller? They are the exact same height. Tricky says, what's your favorite meal? Anybody want to answer?
With me. Nuggets.
Baba Weena says, where could they send fan mail? If you want to send fan mail, all you need to do is send us a message privately and we'll give you our address. Ex Luca Official, what's your favorite thing to do? Chris, come answer it.
What?
What's your favorite thing to do?
It's quite a pumpkin.
Writing pumpkins. Okay. Samosa Corner. How often do the kids watch TV daily, and do they have iPads or tablets? The kids all do have a tablet, and they don't watch TV every day. They watch TV a couple times a week. And
I never play my iPad.
Yeah, they play their iPads in the cars usually, like if we're on trips.
But they don't watch television with commercials or anything. It's usually like a
Yeah.
Movie.
Disney show or something.
Maylee Joe 13. She's asking how me and you feel knowing that our kids are famous, and it's still hard to like wrap your head around it. I guess that our channel is as popular as it is.
We
I
don't
guess.
feel like we're famous. We're just having a good time.
We're just ourselves still. So yeah.
Penny.
Alyssa, how often do you practice the piano?
Pretty much every day.
Yep.
I have
Yes.
And she also wants to know if we can go to Australia and Austria. Sorry. Yes, Austria would be really fun to visit. And aren't you so busy with filming and YouTube? The answer is yes. It does keep us extra busy. She said she requested a 24-hour video. 1 week later, we made it. And we did. And someone asks about you. How do we feel about moving houses? Rose Scarlet 12 asks.
I feel really good.
Oh, I'm super excited.
Let's just say that I've packed 80% of the boxes, so it's a lot of work, but I need the exercise, so I guess it's okay.
Marissa 19. Will we miss our old house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this house is great.
Yeah. Abby Mendoza says, can we make a house tour? Yes, we would make. We have already made a house tour of this house. It's just not public yet, and we might make one of the new house too. Alyssa, the WWE fan, says, if you could only take 2 toys with you to the new house, what would you take? David.
I would take my Big Man's next toy that I got for Christmas and my dinosaur.
Okay, Alyssa.
I would probably bring my 2 Barbie dolls that I always like to play with.
Good. AM64671. Does Alyssa do gymnastics?
Well, I do tumbling.
Yep. And can we
I do
post a video?
gymnastics.
Yes, David does gymnastics. Have you heard of Northern Ireland? Yes, we've heard of Northern Ireland. Daffy Dunn 99 wants to know. And does it rain where we live a lot? No, it does not rain a lot here.
It used to.
Mama, do you have twins a part of your family? I do. My siblings are triplets and twins and myself. So there's 6 of us. Yara S.O. says they're from Saudi Arabia and she really loves us. And she loves to watch our videos, so thank you. MWalk 10, what time do they go to bed? The kids go to bed at different times. They usually go to bed around 8, that's true, 7:30 to 8:30. Sometimes the twins don't fall asleep right away because they're in their room talking, so they'll go to sleep at like 10, 10:30. Arya Shahed, what's your favorite song? Anybody?
I have one.
Go ahead and say it.
Hey Jude.
Oh, Hey Jude, that's a good one. RACTER, how do we live so well on a teacher's income? And we have more than one job. We don't just have that as our job. Raza Narabi, and I'm sorry if I'm saying these wrong. It's from Lebanon. Have we ever thought of traveling there? And we would love to travel there to any place in the world. And Amira says, Alyssa, who is she close to among her 4 brothers? And I think she's especially close with Michael and David. And Demi Arabi says, does Matt teach in the same school as Alyssa and David? The answer is no. And I think that might be all the questions. So, thank you for watching our video. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. We're trying to keep the kids all intact here. This is a long time, Chris. This is a long time for the kids to sit still and not do anything. So I think they do a pretty good job doing these long videos. Anyway, let's all tell them thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. And get your thumbs up.